Hi guys, this is MegaDragonoid. As you probably can see, we're playing, what was it called again?
The Great Ace Attorney.
Chronicles.
Chronicles in the past, before Miles Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright.
Yup.
Okay, let's go.
Believe that he would procure such refined, I did not, but I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for a briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
Oh, did it now?
The Kuban vanished?
Oh, there's that voice again.
Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap had fallen there, and then it happened. Boom.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did. I heeded or not, for I was concerned only with finding my constant treasure.
Also letting you guys know, if I'm coughing, I have just a bad cold and it's it's still affecting my lungs basically, and I can't fully control it. So I'm trying to keep it as minimum as I can get it. I knew I'm not dying. No.
Nothing could distract me.
Out of the interest, did you find a coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lumbered another day. The precious well coupon was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift, decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to the Grey Grizzly by telegraph for very afternoon.
Nevertheless, witness testimony Kurt has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must to be the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver the verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position, Prosecutor Aruchi? Ouchie!
Worry not, Your Excellency.
I suddenly it came to mind, like, his name is Ouchie. Ouchie!
The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
Huh?
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
He really seems to have a disciple opinion of you, doesn't he?
Very well, the court invites the witness to testify again. You'll therefore explain the reasoning behind the prosecutor's
Allegation.
allegation. Thank you. Is that clear?
As clear as Curico Glass, Your Excellency.
Why do I suddenly think about Legend of Zelda?
Oh, you mean Kakariko Village?
Yeah.
Or Kakario Village? I don't know. Kakariko? Kakario?
I think the
Why not
first one
both?
was the good one.
Kakariko Village. Oh well. Yes, sir! I won't say! I won't silence the professor. Shh! Baby, go sit down.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out of your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative. The newest member of the Noza family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name Ideal. It would be seen. Those scraps are the sign of the sergeant being so strapped to a fort and nanny. I don't do shit. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. The true culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment that the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, fired his gun for the man, and he was that young lad in the black. That much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a verbal search your premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone, he was the Englishman dining all by himself.
Therefore, no one other than a black uniformed cadet could be dispatched the Englishman over and out.
And the baby laughed again.
Sash, my son.
These testimonies are certainly... Wait, that's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Wilson, was not alone at all.
Please, enough these outbursts already.
But there was a woman! There was a young woman at his table! You must have seen her! Everyone must have seen her!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you'll respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasy. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Is this photographical print the scene of the crime, Consul?
Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Certainly, based on the appearance of the print, it should be the reason I'll conclude that the victim was not in company of anyone else. It doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I saw that. I swear I saw that a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the word to the Great Britain on the time after all. Witness testimony we will just have no further doubt for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh from the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I can't say that. Takeshi Ouchi will have contributed to the amity of two great empires is an honor.
I find it funny how you said Ouchie as last of his name. Just like it.
Atsushi.
Yeah, but how it just sounded like he was struggling on his name, and then said that on his last moment, like Ouchie.
Who died?
Yeah, that sounded so funny. How can this be happening? The judges are ready to rule.
Stand down, Miyasuke. It's not over yet.
What?
If you say it's true, then there is something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kasuma. The defense is entitled for cross-examination of witness, but make it quickly, understand?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Okay, Justin, tell me.
Okay, so you have to press on statement 3.
One,
Sorry, I had to.
2.
3, you said, Justin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Furthermore, a federal search of premises at the time confirmed that there were only personnel present.
And press, you said, right?
Yep.
You must have noticed someone else at the Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel like I'm growing a callus in my ear.
A
You know,
callus?
he sounded like this guy.
Objection, man. You have to conclude that you need to be silent or you will be not speakable at all.
Lol.
And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
Only if there was
That's
more
the-
people dining at the time. There's someone else should have noticed her.
That's the face how I feel on Wednesday. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurants.
I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you expected. Certainly 2 p.m. is neither here or there in terms of time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, that there was indeed a reason.
There was?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Consul?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hello.
Oh, you are kidding me.
You
Hot
just read
clinic.
my mind!
Hotta Clinic, where the hotness will be after the pervert doctor.
No. No, does that name not ring a bell, Sarah? The
Hotta,
Hotta Clinic?
yeah. That pervert doctor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what I'm told.
The hottie.
Hotta Clinic. So that's the ancestors. Perhaps it's also a pervert with pink hair.
Yep.
But instead of dyeing his hair with, you know, chemical colors, he uses simply vegetable that is actually a red vegetable to dye his hair pink.
Yes, there's in... the Hada Clinic. There sure to be indeed appear to be an entry of date in question. 19 November, noon past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on this case.
I wonder. What do you think, Ryusuke?
Well, it is hard to believe... Hard to see how this were related, really.
Remember, you can request for it and enter it in a court record as evidence, if you think it could be used.
I feel we need to ask for submission.
Yeah, you should.
Yes!
If I may ask for that medical report to be submitted at the evidence, Your Excellency. What a jack.
On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Objection. Ha! Whenever or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have the right to explore all possible reasons.
Here you go. I got it back for you. It's the bottom one.
Possible adventures.
I beg your pardon?
You have no opportunity to refuse a perfectly valid request for a submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Are we sweating, Archie?
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their right. It's the most disturbing trend.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report to the court record.
The victim's medical report has been Answer to the code record. What do we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from a very possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt.
I hardly doubt that.
Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Kurikuta-san.
Now what, Justin?
Indeed.
Alright, so medical record has been filed. You need to cycle through the statement until the end of the testimony. So you need to go through the statements until you reach the end of the testimony?
But this is the last one.
Yeah. Over and out. Not so fast!
And then it just says that you would express your inability to find any contradictions.
Excellent work, Rinosuke. We gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't seem to bring any real description. BAP!
Discrepancies.
Thank you, too light.
Discrepancies.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see what medical report card you got there.
Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it a little more in detail.
Okay.
Why don't you take a look at it?
I can't. How exactly?
You notices the same pieces of evidence. Magnifying gaze glasses. They are the ones you may examine. Press the X button and you can take a closer look to the piece in question. You hear me? Take a look. Use the R up, the R right, the R down, and
Basically the
R
entire
left
right analog
Use
stick.
the R moving buttons.
Yeah, basically the entire
Yeah.
right analog stick.
To rotate the evidence in all directions, examine it from all angles by using the L button.
That's more stick.
You can move the crosshairs around the hunt for clues that may have missed before. Crosshairs. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press the X button to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there are any new to learn by examining in more detail.
Alright, I will see what I can do.
Let's have a look. This is some kind of a medical history. Ah, and there's the entry for the day that the professor was killed. Distraction for Mola with tropical anesthesia.
Extermination of Waller? I mean, he can the tooth
Had a
taken
tooth-
out.
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I heard this. Laughing gas.
Anesthesia. Yeah. It's actually now forbidden.
Probably it is, yeah. Though it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop the feeling pain.
Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure, with understated effect have passed.
Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report card incident has been updated to the court record.
New information? Meaning of the particular statement is totally changed.
So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Definitely. Now what, Justin?
Okay. So you have to present the medical report on statement 4.
3, 4.
Percent. Correct?
Yep, that's correct.
Yes!
I think,
What are you frittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
wish I could. First and foremost, hand, I'm not accused.
It's okay. Everyone stumbled on her words extortionally under the circumstances. I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kasama.
I could see quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hands right up like that, so purposefully, you know exactly what it was what you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
Alright. Thanks for the advice. Kurakata-san, this is the report card belonging to the victim.
I see, and I don't see. What of it, boy?
Boy!
Comparing what is written on the report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up.
Dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt parole proceedings with your amateurish dribble.
But
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may have done before that time is completely irrelevant.
but that's
Remember, Inosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further.
Hmm.
The witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter. Simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly.
That wasn't me, by the way. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst have petrified me, boy.
My boy.
Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hada clinic was, which result of report card is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Yes.
Perhaps if I told you that the clinic had a tooth extracted.
What is this now?
And furthermore, if I was told to you as the result the victim has been forbidden from eating.
Oh. Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what?
It was all written up in here. No food or drinks other than water for 3 hours. Post pursued for the laughing gas wears off.
What? No. That can't.
Kurakata-san.
But boy, what?
You just heard. When he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim shouldn't have been eating at all.
No.
Additionally,
There's more?
you have assured the court with an unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that can not be possible by the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just one of his teeth extracted and still was experiencing the effects of the laughing gas.
Expertly done, partner.
Yeehaw!
We're not in the world. We are not in the Wild West.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart?
We're not in the West, Danny.
Ah, bummer.
We're in the East.
I was hoping to get on my high horse and yeehaw!
Don't get too excited.
Bullseye? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Objection. Use your heart.
Dunk.
That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Can't you follow the logic? I presume your hair is falling off on the top.
How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in the restaurant's case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Renisuke?
Yes, most definitely.
Definitely.
So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. At least one very good conundrum.
Yum 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 yum.
Just in fact who was eating this pictured beefsteak.
Steak on the beef with beefsteak. Now available in your own restaurant.
God damn it.
You could not
The court will now opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, Consul.
Yes.
Consul? Oh! That means me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be provotal. This is the start that you are turning this trail around. Show them what you're made of.
Why did I suddenly think about that Sonic number?
Made of. How can you watch your
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been...
The unknown third party.
The unknown party.
Personally, it can only be someone who has sitting at the professor's table.
Mamma mia.
You will not let this go, will you? There is no such person.
Yes!
I think
There was, because I saw her!
When the incident occurred, we knew that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence the half-eaten steak is on the table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have a strong evidence to support the association. It's clear that these witness testimonies seem unreliable. If there are a court that decided to push through Needles on this stage. We will lodge the formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice pursued fair betrayal recently. Ministry.
Customer.
Are you insane?
Are you insane?
You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Council. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have an issue with them! Those two witnesses in the stand.
What? Ah!
What are you talking about? We have demonstrated the evidence with the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of the delivery lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. Someone paid them to lie, of course. That's why. Perjury! And since there was a murder trail, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
I got distracted.
Unpleasant murder.
There's no mention of this physical meeting. I was just following orders.
That's right, as the man said. You never saw the gentlewoman and what they told us.
He spilled the meat. He spilled the meat. He spilled the meat.
You spilled the beans, baby!
He just realized. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What did you just say, Kurakata-san? I love this noise! I love this noise! He's scared! Look at him in the face! Perfect! Will you guys agree?
It's a perfect caption.
No, I was told to be lied. I was getting deceived. All my treasures will be destroyed.
You were just following orders?
Now hold on, that I was
Say you never saw the gentlewoman? When you saw gentlewoman, do you mean a female? A feline? You saw the victim with the lady from overseas?
What?
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
That is again.
Just one. Just one symbol. Slap the tonguage.
Order, order, console. Explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Certainly not! The prosecution knows nothing of this!
Well, too bad.
Then who is behind this? Who's trying to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well, I can't tell. I'm too scared of her. She is much.
Look at the sergeant! Look at the sergeant!
No, Papa! You baby, I'm upset!
They're like ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, the baby is upset. The baby is upset. The baby is upset. That's classified! Ow! Ow! Stop it, son! Stop it! So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to his murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Minazuke. Judging from the way they reacting to this, I'll say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Archie has any idea about it.
He has no
Since he has-
idea.
Because he has no hair on his head.
What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there's only a handful of possibilities. Could have in the government, the military, or the police. I suppose.
High classified female. Well, Any ideas who might be behind this? This female. Duh. We can infer to try to silence these witnesses that we must continue our pursuit.
We need to name whoever is trying to make witness to keep their mouth shut.
Indeed. Of course, we need the evidence before we make any firm declarations. Evidence and proofs whoever it really did wield his or her power there.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we progressed before?
Before?
We examined the piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there is nothing we missed. There's no time to lose.
I want answers! It's proven that the witness has been manipulated. I assure you the penalty will be served.
Please, wait! Your Excellency! I had no idea about any of this! I swear to every Shinto god! I knew nothing!
And what does the defendant have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. Just going to have to close our eyes as shout what name comes first in my head. First, we're gonna examine. I'm of death. Bullet from close eye. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body.
Something just occurred to me, guys.
What?
Can you have another look at the new picture that was shown to us? The one that shows just the meal?
Yeah?
I thought so. Look at the positioning of the chair that he's in. He's facing away from the meal.
Yeah.
That chair that's in front of the meal is currently facing towards the meal by the looks of it. So this was all set up. It was all changed to make it look like this man was murdered by our main suspect here. This was all a setup. That's what my theory is, anyway. Also, the person you want to select is, also Naga? I think he's the waiter.
Satoru?
Yeah, that's the one. Yes, that's the one. He's the one that you have to present.
Besides the prosecutor, the only person that they're saying in the middle.
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosononaga-san. Oh, Hosononaga-san? Waiter who took the stand earlier?
Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even the head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
For once, we would agree with you. If that is the man truly a waiter.
What? If he truly were...
Come on, Minosuke! Time to hit this court with the truth.
Oh my god.
Woo!
Wait a minute.
There you go. That's your answer.
He said it was just some old paper and not...
Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see? It says the witness name here. Satoru Hosanaga?
Oh yes, the business card intend to show the name. That's sort of the point.
It's not a name that is unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonoga.
Satoru Hosonaga, permanently criminal investigation divination Imperial Police Bureau.
Inspector? What on earth?
Inspector Haturu. I
Only
have
he
no
seems-
idea.
Only he seems to be corrupted.
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. They are wielding it somewhere here. The waiter's business card information has been updated in the court record.
If I didn't came across that, I was like, huh. I was not expecting that.
I present that when the judge asks for it. Don't worry, don't worry.
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question. I agreed to show a great deal of intuition, but not sure I could do anything. Sorry, I can see the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's the interest. I beg your pardon? Perhaps I should say front. Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the details is. Could someone please explain this overexciting student is trying to say?
Hosanaga-san scratched the plan in the restaurant in the reverse side of his business card. From the front of the business card reveals the man in question profession, his true profession.
The waiter's professional? But that's surely... Good gracious! Oh, this is my TV. Sorry. Yeah?
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector Primarily Criminal Investigation Divination Imperial's Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
Imperial Police Bureau have immense power, absolute power as the real civilizations are concerned. The witness there is in stand. Was in fact the waiter who gave you orders. Was it he who told you not to mention that you've seen his returned gentlewoman at the scene? Well...
Inspector Osunaga-san.
Now, who did his voice? Do you remember?
I think it was you.
I think it was you.
Okay. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well...
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
It strives to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusually careless mistake. So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
Why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Of course, your salary must be terrible.
I was working undercover.
Undercover?
Yes. There have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incident at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonoga-san. But you will elaborate at one point for the court.
Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two winners beside you. At the time of the shooting, there is not, in fact, another person present at the victim's table. Is that indeed true? Clearly, you would have aware of this person's presence, having surveyed at the table in question. However, your testimony did not include that there's another dying. Therefore, I'm led to assume that your professional capability as a police officer required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
As I suspected.
As soon as I heard the gunshots, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an English woman.
So the truth's coming out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders.
Special orders? You mean to say?
Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant would be concealed. Those were my orders.
But what if the English woman was the killer?
I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question.
Oh, sorry. Come on, gimme. There we go.
Kazuma, right?
Yep.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in that case.
That's not right.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kasama?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that's one of them studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory. It's the young English woman.
What?
Ah!
You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the study tour.
You mean?
When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
And the court demands the name of the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of UMA University's medical faculty. What is happening to... Oh, I missed that last part. I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence. What is happening here? I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
Very well, my thoughts on the matter are as followed. As far the case presented for the court has been underpinned on a particular crucial premise, namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we now discovered that the premise is false, it will be a discretion of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection!
Your Excellency! That would mean missing a known deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain! Oh, that was helpful. Our own government would surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Consul. I will not allow the government of our country over any other influence to proceed out of my court. Inspector Hogar Osunaga.
Yes, sir?
You will locate this little brat and escort her to the courtroom at the utmost urgent.
Once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau! As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem?
Do you really want me to do this, bro?
Well, you have to.
Okay. Nothing will get in my way.
Court will adjourn briefly. Prosecutor may call the English student, this little brat, to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good, we'll now have a 30 minutes recess before we running.
Please, bro.
22nd November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants and Chamber 5.
Yes, Justin?
Sorry, but do you mind if we cut it now? Because I have to go to bed. I've got work tomorrow morning, and I need to get some rest.
What do you say, Shira?
Well, how long we've been recording for now?
1 hour and 11 minutes.
It could be, yeah.
Okay. Well, guys, this is sadly it for today. If you like content so far, make sure that 60 free follow button. You can also hit the notification bell, the subscribe button, watch button. You can also go to Twitch or DeviantArt and just search up Dragonoid. You can also go to the Discord server to the description below. And if just didn't share, I want to do theirs. If not, I will see you next time, everybody. Bye.
To go to my YouTube, you search for Princess Sira with the light blue hedgehog on it. I have a full gameplay of Bayonetta 3 already finished. And if you want to go to my DeviantArt, you search for Sira the hedgehog with the light blue hedgehog, and that's about it.
If you want my stuff, my YouTube is just Parodies Man. My Twitch is just Parodies Miner. And my DeviantArt is Dr. Chester the First. I also have written my very own book called Crayon Tables Rise to the Challenge. And I am currently doing a very interesting challenge involving that. So if you want more details on that, come and let me know. And that's all for me.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye.